Hi Sebastian, I'm sending you a quick reply that will be useful for everyone regarding your question about the summary. And I think that's not really the question. Let me know if I'm guessing right. So I'm going to start from a quote. I'll open the quote and at the same time I'll open our template editor. There we go. I'm on it. You're talking to me about the summary. And this way I'll be able to talk about it. Here, if you're talking about the summary, it's something that's not new, that you already have. I'm going to activate it. So for example, here we have, I activate this part and I'm going to activate everything to show you everything that's possible. Then I go back to my quote, do a quick refresh, and we'll take a look. So here, basically, the summary shows you everything that's possible. That is, I put the day, the date, the different points of interest, the list of what's included. That's the overall format, of course. Here you can choose to show, for example, only day one. It's useful when you're sending quotes that are more like collections without specifying the exact day, and you just refer to a day like that, start, place, and place. We cannot not show the inclusions. The last little thing you have here, and this is important to know, is that you have the option to change the style. Here, I have 3 options. For example, I'll select the little star. There we go. I go back to save. All right, sorry. Let me zoom out a bit. There we go. I'm going back to my quote. And there you have it. We have a different style now. Stars, day 1, etc. But your question, I think it's more about how to get a sort of chapter style that lets you do this within sections. Well, by saying it, I've given the answer. Let's go back into the trip builder. I'll show you the day by day, and you can see here that I called a product that's named Chapter 1. I have a product called Chapter 2. I named them like that, but basically they come from the product database. I go into products. You'll be able to create products that aren't meant to go into logistics, that aren't meant to have prices. I click on the plus. I create a product, and these are products that will describe sections in a more aesthetic way. So here I'll put my title. So there we go. Here I'll put the English translation. I'll just put anything, my trip. And here in the tag, I'll put the chapter tag. And you can see here now, everything is grayed out. I don't need any information. So the only information I care about is having a title. You can absolutely, in the description, put something like I recommend putting something fairly short, like what a beautiful day. I add my text, and the last thing you have to do is add an image. I'll take this photo. It's really just as an example. I didn't pick an extraordinary photo. I called it my title. So I've created chapter 1. And so you add it, and that's how you'll have different chapters. Chapter 1. I labeled them like this, but you could imagine a mountain section, a jungle section, a Caribbean section. Ultimately, it really depends on how you want to organize things. And you'll simply place this item, which is just a chapter, just a visual element, wherever you want in your collection. And it's true that this allows you to have a structured quote with an image like this in a very landscape format and a punchline. And that's it.